So I've been getting a lot of questions about my Google Meet norms. I did a test run of Google Meet with a couple students today in advance of our remote teaching starting on Monday, March 23rd. And I came up with these short list of norms for my students to follow and easily access during any of our Google Meets, or if you're using Zoom, your Zoom chats. So this is kind of what my norms PDF is going to look like. You can change this PDF or this template for your class and your date. I like having an agenda be the first and foremost thing that students are seeing when they're logging on to the Google Meet or the Zoom. That way they know the expectations for the class, they have an idea about how long the video conference is going to last, and if they're going to be able to sign off in 5 minutes to work on a playlist or do a group project, or if they're going to be on here for a little while and should maybe go grab their water bottle. Underneath the agenda, I have the norms, a little bit darker, a little bit bolder colors so they can easily see that. My first norm, when you first log on, say hello and mute your microphone. This cuts out any background noise and it prevents you from getting distracted while you're teaching, as well as the rest of your class from getting distracted while they're listening. For Google Meet, I suggested if they have a question, wave frantically at the webcam until the teacher calls on you and then unmute your microphone. Another option that I'm going to play around with when I get started with these video conferences is using the chat function, sending their question there or putting up a little emoji and I can call on the student and then they can unmute their microphone. But they're not supposed to unmute until I give them an instruction because otherwise it'll get a little too chaotic. Also, please remind your students to not show you the inside of their messy bedrooms. Put on a nice shirt and go somewhere clean and quiet to do your video conferencing. What I'm going to do is going to encourage my parents to help their students find a spot to do their work that is clean and quiet so that they can be focused and prepared if they need to video conference with all of their teachers. Also, I suggested to my students not to turn their camera functions off because in this time of quarantine, everyone misses each other's faces and personal contact. There are some issues with privacy concerns. I know a lot of parents have those and teachers as well. So please make the best decision for your class, whether you want the video off and the audio on the whole time, or if you want the camera function on in the beginning, that is up to your own judgment. Finally, at the bottom, I had a tiny URL link to my Google Meet room. You can do that for your Zoom as well, or a bit.ly, but something that is easily seen on the PDF, and then your students can text it to a friend to hop onto the Google Meet who didn't get the Canvas instruction or is running a little bit late. Something like English 9 March 23rd or 323, something that is unique to your Zoom room or your Google Meet. Okay, once you've got this slide perfected to your standards, you're going to go over here and you're going to download it as a PDF. That's here. Now, I've already done this for the sample, and I've had the PDF here. This way, I can manipulate it around my screen, kind of like an image file. So I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to go over to my Google Meet. Hello. I keep leaning forward and forgetting that the camera's here. So in the Google Meet, when your students log on, you want them to be able to see your face, but also the norms. So I've been moving my camera to about halfway across my screen. And then when I go here to present now, and I present my screen, when students log on, you can kind of see it here, they see the norms and they see my face. And that's all they're seeing when they first log on to the Google Meet. So this document is going to be present the entire time I'm working with my students. And here I can set it up as a grid. It's not going to work today because it's only me in the Google Meet. But I can set it up as a grid here or on the sidebar so I can see my students and I can look for waving hands to ask questions or just see that they're all paying attention. So that's kind of how I'm going to be using Google Meet norms and keeping them up when my students are doing their first couple of video conferences. This is, again, a PDF you can easily link if you get rid of the agenda right to your Canvas page, or you can send it home as an email to parents. Please feel free to manipulate this and personalize it to whatever way best fits you. But good luck and have fun.